We interrupt regular programming to bring you a message.
Hello again, and welcome to another video. Welcome to Mike's Retro Tech Loft. Oh, the postman delivered it this morning. So let's see what it is. I know what it is, but I want to show you guys. It's going to make a nice video. Oh, well, it's well packaged anyway, that's good. Okay. Fine. So it is a very tiny Shutle PC. Right about that, the front doesn't shut. Yeah, so very tiny Shutle PC. Things are falling off. Yeah, very tiny Shutle PC. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Solder's not working. Windows 7 serial number on the back of it. Retro Tech Services, I've no idea what that is, but it was sold as not untested and unworking with the power supply. So looks like it's been well used, but let's have a see. So the front flap doesn't close. Yeah, looks about right, that, so that's okay. Right, that's fine, that's as I expected it. So let's have a look inside. What was flopping around? There's a CPU and there's memory, but there's no hard drive. So, what is wrong? Oh, right, memory. The memory's flopping around for some strange reason. Okay. So let's take out, it's very, very well built for a tiny little machine. What have we got here? Oh, there's the flap for that. Does that come out forwards or backwards? Which way? Oh, I don't know. Huh. Okay, right. Let's take the back off. Ooh, it's very dusty. Okay. Memory floating around. 4 gig DDR3 1333 megahertz. Okay. Yes, okay, so hard drive, CD-ROM drive, hard drive data, spare SATA power. So why doesn't that want to come out? No idea why that doesn't want to come out. Is there a magical way of doing this, do you think? Oh, there we go. It was a bit stuck. Oh, there. So that clips under these at the front. Okay. Oh. Wow. So look at that. It's a Shutle HX61V slimline PC. BIOS battery there. i3 3rd generation it was listed as, so I don't know whether that's true or not. Listed as unworking, doesn't power on, or untested, doesn't power on, one of the two. So we've got, there is a mini PCIe slot there for Wi-Fi. with some gaps either side at the back for Wi-Fi antennas, and then memory in there. It's the tiniest case I've ever seen, the tiniest motherboard. I mean, that's really, really good. So it needs a clean. Really needs a clean. Oh dear gosh. Blimey. Right. Okay. I mean, 4 gig really isn't a lot of memory these days, but I believe the board does support 16. So let's see, can I get, oh, I can get that in there. Only just though, flipping heck, that's really, really close. It's really close to that socket there, blimey. Yeah, that's correct. That's in there, so that should be 4 gigs. It's got another socket there for what I believe should be SATA, but it's not M.2, it's just PCIe M SATA, and then that's for the Wi-Fi. So it's got those strange, are they tantalum caps? I think they're not normal capacitors. That's okay there. That's okay there. Apparently there was no. I can't remember. Let me see what the listing says.
A few moments later.
Right, I'm back. So the listing does say tested but no video. That's what it said. So I mean, I paid 14 quid for it, which I think for a small PC, if it works, and it is an i3 with 4 gigs of RAM, I've got a hard drive for it. That's fine. I think that's a bargain. I really think that's a bargain for 16 quid. Or 14 quid. 14 quid maybe. Plus postage of 6 quid. Yes, so £20 in total. That is a bargain. It really is. So yeah. So now we've seen inside it, I'll put it all back together again, and then we'll go over to the camera, plug it into the monitor, and we'll test it, and we'll see whether it works or not. Okay, so it's off the main table, off the main camera. It's on the table where my Atari ST is. It's plugged into the big monitor. It's plugged into Wi-Fi keyboard and mouse, and it's plugged in to the power. So this is the first time I've turned this on, so I don't know what's going to happen. No, nothing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anything on screen? No. Can you see the signal's gone? Because this is pulsing. So what's it doing? Nothing. Oh. Oh. Okay. So is the fan moving? Yeah, one fan's spinning. One fan isn't. No, that fan is. That fan is. Is the one in the middle not spinning maybe? Oh no, all three were spinning. Oh, that's good. And then they all stop. Right, okay, so there is some sort of fault on that. So press and hold the power button and turn off. Right, let's take the hard drive out and the CD-ROM drive, and we'll see whether there's anything obvious inside that is stopping it from booting. It probably needs its capacitors replacing, or there's a BIOS fault. There's been some sort of dodgy BIOS update that we need to replace. Could also be a memory fault. I don't think I've got any laptop memory. Okay, so it looks like those are all wobbly. So, does that mean that there's no chip in it? I bet there's no chip in it, you know. Well, that'd be a kicker, because there's supposed to be an i3 in it. Oh, there is. Okay. So that's okay. Yeah, fine. Right. So it's very dry, the thermal paste. So we'll need to take that off and then we'll need to repaste it. I'm not sure I've got any. No, I might have. That's okay. And then that goes in there. And that goes on there. Oh. And what have we got? Right, so there's no dead pins. No, it looks okay. CPU is very bubbly. Yeah, does look alright. There's a tiny PCIe ×1 slot. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll clean the CPU up. I'll then put some more thermal grease on it. We'll put it back in the slot and we'll see whether that fixes it or not. I might even change the RAM slot from here to there just to see whether it's a dodgy RAM slot. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so the thermal paste is off here, and it was sold as an i3 3220, and it is. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Probably not, no, but it is an i3220, an i3 3220. So that's good. So at least we've got what it should be. And then we drop it in the keyed way. Where's the key? That way there. So we drop it in that way. Yep. And then just put the right amount of thermal paste on. Perfect. And then it's actually quite clean, that, surprisingly. Could do with a bit of an extra clean, I think. Yeah, it is a bit dusty, that. Let's do it down here, out of the way of the electronics. Yeah, it is a slight bit dusty. And then while we're doing that, let's take the memory out, if we can, and put the memory in that top slot. Shouldn't make a difference that, but it might do because it was poorly fitted. Okay, so that goes down there. That goes in there like so. And that goes on there. Now, how does that go in? Yeah, okay, that's not coming out. And now let's try and see what happens. Right, let's move that box out of the way, just so you can see the monitor a bit better. Yeah, okay, so there's no boot devices in, nothing yet. Press the power button, on it goes, and what happens? Yes, yes, it's working. That's amazing. So either the memory wasn't in properly in the bottom slot, or the thermal paste was horrible and the heatsink and the heat pipe wasn't in properly. So that's great. So let me put the boot devices back in and we'll try and get Windows 10 installed on it. So I don't see why we can't. Right, done. I'm going to get some boot media now and we'll put Windows 10 on it. Right. Also, while I was looking for the Windows 10 boot media, I found a USB Wi-Fi adapter because there's no Wi-Fi in this. And now that I know it's working, I might buy a PCIe Wi-Fi adapter. I've got some rabbit's ears that stick out the back, so potentially we can have this fully Wi-Fi. And it'll be a nice little PC, this. It's a tiny little PC. For an i3, it's 3.3 gigahertz. It's not bad at all, but it would need an extra 4 gigs of RAM. So that might be something else I need to get. Right, let's see whether we can install this now. Will it go to the BIOS? Yes, it does. And it recognises both DVD and hard drive. So there we go. We've got i3 3220 at 3.3 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, and a build date of 2013. Oh, well, that's not bad. That's newer than I thought it would be. And we're on BIOS 1.05. Might be a bit old, that. So what have we got? Suspend mode. Suspend disable, we'll take that off. Wait by USB. Oh, actually, we might keep that on then. What do I need? S1 or S3? We'll do an S3. CPU config. Hyper-threading, yes. Oh, okay. So 2 cores, 4 threads. That's not bad. virtualization's enabled, that's okay there. SATA, AHCI, yeah, that's good. Hot plug no, hot plug no, hot plug no. Oh, it is an MSATA as well, so that's good. So we could change it and put MSATA as opposed to a spinning driving. I like that idea, that's good. USB config. What does that say? Floppy. Auto. Yes, okay, so it can boot from that. USB 3, that's good. What are we on? 45 degrees. It's a bit warm. Still not bad though. Yeah, nice. And then high definition audio, Gen 3 PCI E1, MSATA, boot from, oh, there's 2 LAN ports, that's good. 2 LANs, 512 meg. Video, yeah, it's a bit pants that. Serial port 1, serial port 2. Excellent. So num-lock status is on, which is right. Fast boot is enabled. That's okay. Yeah, so boot from CD, boot from USB key, boot from hard drive. Excellent. Okay, password check, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Now there should be nothing on this hard drive, so it should boot to the memory stick. And if it doesn't, we can always use F7 maybe. And there we go, it's booting Windows 10. So this is a 320 gig SATA drive, spare one that I've got. Don't have a product key. Windows 10 Pro, I will buy a product key later on. Buy one from Microsoft. Okay, install Windows only, delete partition, create new. It's not the fastest controller in the world, but I'm not surprised because it's a tiny machine. It's not geared for gaming or anything like that. It's probably been a media machine. And then we'll go through the install. So I won't show you the install because everybody knows about Windows. So and there we go. Let's see whether we can yep, Windows 10. Is loaded and it's just finishing the setup. That was painless, about 15 minutes maybe, if that. It's obviously slow because it's only got 4 gigabytes of RAM, so if I put 8 or 16 in, because the board will support 16, then this should be a billy whiz little machine. So I don't think that is bad for £14 plus postage. Alright, so the machine's, I don't know what, from 2011 maybe, 2000. No, it can't be, can it, if the BIOS is 2013. So the machine's, what, 7 years old maybe, 2013 from the BIOS. Maybe a bit newer than that maybe. So let's call it 6 years old to be conservative, yeah? So 2015. It might be a few years older, it might be a few years younger. But for 14 quid for a full PC, that's not bad at all, I don't think that. Solder's not working. Solder's tested but the video didn't come on. And all we've done is we've reseated the RAM and we've rethermal pasted the CPU and made sure that the heat pipe is secured on the motherboard. And it works. So I would call that a success. And there we go, Windows 10. Won't be activated because obviously I've not put a number in. Or at least I don't think it will be. No, it's not. Windows is not activated. That's fine. So, Intel Core i3-3220 at 3.30 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64-bit processor. Need to rename it. Need to activate Windows. And I don't think anymore it shows you how many cores it's got unless you do a performance. So 2 cores, 4 logical processors, 1 socket. 128K level 1 cache, 512K level 2 cache, and 3 megabytes level 3 cache. And you know, to be fair, it's not rightly bad at all. Wi-Fi is only connected at 227 kilobits a second, but that's because I'm high up in the loft in the studio, and we are only connected, what we're connected at, let's have a see. Does it tell me? Yeah, we're only connected at 2.4 gigahertz. We're on 802.11n on channel 11, and that's why. Oh, and there we go. It's finally decided to download my background. So there we go. So what I need to do now is I need to activate this version of Windows, and I'm going to use this PC to record my USB microscope footage for you when I'm doing refurbs, because I've not been able to do that because it's been sat on the shelf doing nothing. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to select all so you get notifications when I upload all videos. Leave this video a like, share this video with your friends and family if you think it's been useful to people. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and as usual, again, thanks for watching. Stay safe everybody. See you in the next video.
Yes.